Come on. Well, good morning, everybody. It is a super cold morning here in Georgia. We have some big winter storm going all the way across America. You can hear the wind blowing like crazy. I know it's gonna mess this video up, but just want to show you guys what we're doing to prepare for all this cold weather. Here in Georgia, we don't get a lot of cold weather. It's going to be about 20 today. Temperature steady dropping. It's going to be in the teens tonight. So we're just doing some things to kind of I'm not going to get any talking in. Just doing some things to kind of get ready for this. I'm going to head to the beef store, try to get some straw and stuff for the pigs. Also, our ramp up there, it's working pretty good, but it's been raining every single day. So it's real slippery. Pigs keep sliding off to the side. I'm going to put some walls up on this thing. Hopefully, I got a little plan in mind to try to put some walls on this thing where hopefully it could be kind of like a chute that goes up into the trailer. Let's see how it works out. Stick around. Let's get ready for some cold weather. Well, the first thing we did last night was heat up the whale house. We put a heat lamp in there to kind of help keep everything warm-ish. I also cut off the water to the guest house and drained that line right there. This one feeds our house, this one feeds the guest house, so I cut it off, drained all the water out of it, so hopefully no pipes will bust over there. Feed the chickens next. I think what we'll do first, we're just getting back to the feed store. I think we'll go up here and feed the two big girls and Al first. Get them taken care of. Ain't that right, girl? Huh? I got the dogs. I mean, I wouldn't pick the dogs up. But we'll feed them, and then we'll go work on the other pigs' pen. I got them all some hay for some bedding for the next few days. I actually think they're probably going to eat it all, but that's okay. Hopefully it'll be there for the next couple of days. Well, eat it or lay in it. They seem to enjoy it. I got 2 bales in there, so that ought to hold them for a few days. I think more than likely they're going to eat till they get full and then lay in the rest. So it'll help. It'll help. And Al's still wanting to do his thing. He only has one thing on his mind at all times. That's it. You like that? All right, well, that looks comfy. Well, I didn't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the 2 I don't want to go in, that I really would rather not go in, are the 2 girls, which are usually the smart ones. Mo and Emma, they usually go right in. She's standing on the ramp. They usually go right in every time. The other boys just will not. They will not. I had one that was going in. I can't remember if it's just one of these 3 black ones. But they were going in a little bit. So we're going to see if we can persuade them to start going in. Like I say, she goes in every time. I mean, I don't even have to do anything. As soon as I drive up here, she goes right in. So she's going to be the one I have to try to keep out. But if we can't get them to load up, we still got like 24 days before I have to get them out of here. So they'll start learning before then. I've done this for the last 4 or 5 years, and it usually takes a few days. But I just want to try to help them out a little bit. It seems like they've been sliding all over this ramp. Of course, it's been wet. Now it's dry. Hopefully that'll help. We'll see. I know once I put that hay out there, they're going to attack the hay. They're not going to worry about this feed. And I know a lot of you are going to say that. They're going to say, don't be feeding them out there. Look, it's cold. And I love my pigs. And I feel bad for them. So I'm going to give them some hay to try to keep them warm, which like I say again, I know they're going to eat. But once it's gone and everything's okay, they'll start loading up. I've done this before a bunch of times. And if they don't load up, I got plans for that too. The only reason I really wanted to get them loaded up is because we're trying to start selling some of this pork. And regardless if they don't load up, we'll do it ourselves. These pigs are going to be going in January because I can't keep feeding these big monsters. But anyway, we're going to start building the wall. I'm going to take some hay out there, see what they think about that. Try to get them off of me a little bit because there's feed in the box. If they wanted to eat, they'd come in here in the box. But anyway, let's get to it. I think I'm just going to leave one bale right there for a while. It's not supposed to rain for a good long while, so let's see what they're doing. I just took them one bale. 2 of them came out of the hut. The other one's in there chomping down. The others in there chomping down. So we'll give them a little feed just to keep them away from me. Right? Yeah. I know it. Life's been tough here lately. All right, let's feed these guys and we'll start this wall. Not going to be too bad. I topped all their waters off last night. Make sure they had plenty of water. Make sure our hose from the house to here didn't freeze up. All right, you coming up? You coming up? Come on. Well, it ain't much. I didn't want to go out and buy some stuff plywood and all that. Is this $50 a sheet? I mean, things are through the roof high, and it's a couple of days away from Christmas. We have been just hemorrhaging money around here. So I was just using things I had. I found some scrap wood behind the shed. I had these 2 pallets been out here for about a year. I don't even know where they came from, but I dug them out from under the leaves. They're still in great shape. They're still solid. Added some more little slats down. Hopefully they'll get better traction. Like I say, it's dry now, but I've been watching them for the last 3 days, slipping and sliding all over this thing. And they'll get right to the edge, slip a little bit off with their back feet, and that spooks them and they'll come back down. I mean, they're just, I don't know. We've gone through this year after year. It gets old. I really need to start learning how to do my own pigs. But to sell pork with my muscadines this year, that was our plan. Is when we open up the vineyard to sell muscadines, people are going to naturally see the pigs. They're probably going to smell them too, but they're naturally going to see the pigs because at the end of the vineyard are the pig houses, and the pigs are out here, the pig pens. They're out here, and I'm hoping, of course, we'll have signs up. Do y'all sell pork? Yes, we sell pork. And it has to be USDA inspected. So this is the first time we've done the USDA inspected. Usually when you get it processed just for yourself, you don't have to go through that, but in order to sell it, it has to be inspected here in the state of Georgia. So I found a USDA certified processor about an hour and a half from here that I'll be trying out. I haven't used these guys before, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about them from people at the feed store and stuff that we use. But we're going to give them a shot. Hopefully this works. I know it will. My biggest thing, I'll be recording all these all these little events as it goes along, as they progress at going in, and when we go to get them processed, all that junk. But my girls are the ones driving me nuts. They go right in, which is fine. But I'm just afraid that morning we go to load them up, getting them in there, they're almost 200 pounds, so they're hard to maneuver. They're hard to push out of the way. So I'm hoping the boys will get used to just jumping up in there, which normally every set of pigs we've had done that, except for the old spots. We had half of them load up and the other half we never would load up. Drove us nuts. But anyway, that's it. Pigs are loving the hay. They are going to enjoy that all night. Like I say, I only put 1 bale in there just because hopefully they'll eat it up real quick and go back to eating in there. But I like to have them have something warm on the ground too. I mean, it's so muddy back here. I can't even walk across that. I mean, I sink ankle deep, believe it or not, ankle deep. That's a lot of pigs for this pen. 6 pigs, this is the most we've ever had in this pen, and they have really worked it over. They really have worked it over. I'm waiting on these trees to die out, but they've held in there strong. But anyway, this has been a fun little build here. I enjoyed this. It didn't take but a minute, and I got everything I used was scrap, T-posts, scrap screws, boards, everything. So hopefully it'll work. I'll keep you guys posted. Come on. Well, I've been sitting here watching them for a minute, try to get a good closing video clip. It ain't happening. The only ones that are loading up, like I said again, are the girls. But that's okay. There'll be decoys for the boys. Like I said, we got about 23, 24 more days. So we had one, the boys that was loading up for a minute. Not sure he's coming in whenever I'm not here. But they'll load up. It's going to work out. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. I really, really appreciate it. I love you guys to death. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next video.